Welcome to Falcon Excel Academy. I am Keval Vijay and today I am going to teach you 34 in MS Excel. Today we will talk about the rent record sheet. If you rent out something, whether it's a car, a bike or anything else, how should you prepare the sheet to keep its record? Which formulas should you add? How should you do the formatting? We are going to study all these details in depth. So, before starting the lecture, as always, I would like to say that if you learned something new from today's video, please make sure to like and share this video. So, let's start today's lecture. As you can see on the screen, I have written a title here, and below that, the rest of the details are written. And today, we are going to create the exact same sheet. So, for that, let's create a new sheet here. If we click on the plus sign at the bottom, you'll get a new sheet here. After that, you need to go to page layout. After clicking on page, go to size, and here we'll select A4 size. Then for orientation, you need to set it to landscape. After that, we'll set the margin here. Set the page setup to normal like this, and after that we'll increase the zoom here by clicking on it. After increasing the zoom, we need to write the data here. For example, I've typed here, let's turn on caps lock and type record sheet. So here it was written Rohan rent size. After that, press enter, turn off caps lock, and then first we'll type the vehicle's registration number here. Next we'll type the name, and after the name we'll type the father's name here. And after that, here we'll type the contact number, then we'll type the CNC number. Next, we'll type the item name, that is what item we have given on rent. After that, we'll type the issue date, meaning on which date we gave it. Then here we'll type the return date, meaning on which date it was returned. Next, we'll type the total days, and then we'll type rent per day. After rent per day, we'll type the total rent here. Then we'll type the received amount, how much amount you have received. After that, we'll type the balance, how much is still due. If you need to return any remaining amount, then we'll write the return back amount here. This is how you need to write the data. Now let's zoom out a little. You need to select all the data like this. After zooming out, select all the data in this way and then click on home and adjust the size to either 10 or 9. Here we set the font size to 9. After that, while still on the home tab, click on wrap text. Next, we'll reduce the column width for the registration number, then slightly increase the cell size for the name. We'll manually increase the cell size for the father's name here and also increase the cell size for the contact number. Then we'll also increase the column width for the CNC number here. For the item name, we'll double click here and do the same for the issue date. Then for the total rent, we'll click here, and after that we can also set it like this. Next, double click on rent per day, then move to total rent, then to received amount and double click on balance. You need to adjust it like this. If you see that your text return back amount is going outside the page, then make the total rent column a bit narrower so that it fits automatically. After that, select all the cells again, and here center align them so that all your data is centered. So first you need to set the heading like this. Then click here, select from right to left and merge again. Select all the cells again, then click on merge center. After that, select the main heading, set its size to 26, and after entering 26, change its color, like I changed it to blue here. Then set the font color to white and make it bold. Next, click here and fill it with any gray color, like I did here. Select all the cells and then apply all borders. After that, select the headings, and if you want to change their color, you can click here and change the color and also make them bold from here. Then click here. For the registration number, I typed APV456, and if you want, you can increase the size a bit more so that the registration number is fully visible. For the name, I typed Seri D here. Then for the father's name, I entered Rajli. Next, for the contact number, I entered 0300123456 For the CNC number 31303130. For the item, we rented out a car. For the issue date, type the date you rented out the car. First, write the month, then the date, and then the year. For example, here it's March, then the 5th of March, and in 2022, I rented out the item. After that, when was it returned? It was returned in March itself. First, we need to write the month here, then type the date, and then type S here. After that, you need to enter the formula. Now, you have to solve 3 questions here. The first is, Suppose the return date is later and the issue date is earlier. Then the total number of days will show how many days the item was rented for. Second, suppose by mistake instead of 2022, you write 2021 for the date, or instead of March, you write February for the month, or you are renting out the item on the 5th but accidentally write the 3rd as the date. If any such mistake happens, the computer should give an error for the wrong return date. Third, if both dates are the same, the answer will be 0, but we want that if both dates are the same, at least one day's rent should be received. We will solve this with a formula. So first you need to write equals open parenthesis, then click on the return back amount, click on the date, and then click on the return date. After clicking on the return date, we say that if the return date is greater than the issue date, if H4 is greater than G4, then comma, what should the computer do? It should subtract the smaller date from the larger one, or subtract the issue date from the return date. After this, type a comma here. If your return date is later than this date, then by subtracting the issue date from the return date, the total days will be shown here. After if we start this bracket here and then click on the return date and we say that the return date is less than the issue date, then what should the computer respond? Comma, invalid, comma, wrong return date, invalid, comma, close. And if both dates are the same, that is, you rented out the item on the 5th and received it back on the 5th, then what should the computer respond? At least charge 1 day's rent here. After that, since you opened two brackets, you will close two brackets as well. And as soon as you press enter, see here, we have 6 days. Total days for which the vehicle was rented is 6 days. If you try to enter 2022 and 2021 here, the answer will be wrong return date, meaning your date is not correct. And suppose I type the same date here, like I put 2022 here, and then I put 05. So now see, the dates are the same, but here you have solved these 3 questions. If the return date is later, then by managing the issue date, I get the total days. If by mistake you enter the return date as earlier than the issue date, you type the same thing again. It gives 1 day's rent. How much is it for 1 day? How much will it be for 50 days? We write equals to. Then after that, you have to multiply 1950 by C. And as soon as you press enter, the total rent you get is 11,700 rupees. After that, let's come to this part. Received amount. How much have you received here? Out of 11,700, if you have received 8,500, then how much balance is left? If you have entered a lower received amount here, if the received amount is less than the total, then the balance will be shown here. If you have entered the received amount as 11,700 rupees, then it will show 0 here. If you have entered the received amount as 12,000 rupees, then it will show the return back amount here. So what do we need to do in the school? Type is equal to, then open a bracket and then click on the received amount. If the received amount is less than the total, then comma. So what should the computer do? Subtract the received from the total and show the balance. Then type comma, then after that write if, open a bracket, then click on the received amount. If the received amount is equal to the total, then comma, in the result it should show nil, comma, close. If we say that the received amount is greater than the total, then comma, in the result it should show the return back amount, meaning the extra amount to be returned. Type return back amount, comma, close. After that you have 3 open brackets, close all 3 here and press enter. So see, 3,200 is the balance left here. If we type 11,700 here, then the result is nil. And after that, if I type 12,000 here, then in the result, the return back amount is shown. By writing is equal to, you can manage 11,700 out of 12,000, and when you press enter, the return back amount here is 300. And if we write 11,700 here, then see, the answer is nil, and here it shows 0. Now, you have prepared this pack. After preparing the pattern, if you type here, for example, TYU, I type TYU, then I type the number here, and after that, let's type Roshan, and for father's name, let's enter Anil. Then for contact number, let's write anything here, and we've typed it here. Then the Canic number, and after that, we gave the bike on rent, and then the date was the 3rd of March, the 6th day, and the year was 2022. Then it was returned in March itself on the 8th, and then in 2022. Now click here, drag it down, and see, the result is coming here. After that, the rent for 1 day was 650 rupees, and then click here, drag it, and the total became 1,300 rupees, and the received amount here was also 1,300. then click here, drag it, and the answer is nil. Click here and it shows 0. So this was my lesson for today, in which I taught you how you can create a record sheet. I hope today's lecture will help increase your knowledge for your business. If you like the video, please like it and share it with your friends. We'll meet in the next lecture. Until then, goodbye.